say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And good evening, race fans. We are live back at it here for the Crooked Line Racing Front Row Esports Labor Day Showdown for the pre-race show. Got about 12 minutes before these drivers head off into qualifying. 175 laps around the last great Coliseum, Bristol, baby. Or, excuse me, it's Bristol, baby. Got that music rocking and rolling from Mullet Music Productions. Want to thank them as always for allowing us to rock out and jam out before these broadcasts get started. Got a lot of drivers in this field tonight, a lot of who's drivers. You see the drone cam flying around the track here. I'm excited for tonight. Heard some good takes, some bad takes, some drivers nervous about tonight, some other drivers excited about tonight. What I'm excited about, I'm excited to be here calling the action because I know it's going to be a doozy. I know it's going to be a challenge for these guys. They're going to work for everything they can tonight. As I'm seeing right now, it looks like we have about 30 drivers in the session, so that's going to be a great race here tonight. Might get a little messy to start off. I'm kind of expecting it, so buckle up and expect it too. But 175 laps here at Bristol. I think it'll clean up as the race goes on, and we'll get the long runs going. Then we're going to see who is who when it comes to speed. As always, let's see if we can find our buddy. Let's get that music turned off so you can actually hear us all a little bit better. Switch on over to the broadcast pre-race, and yeah, we're gonna see if we can dial up Mr. Brian Zimmerman and see if he can give us a lap around the track and tell us what he's thinking for tonight. So give me just a moment, trying to find him. As we have found the one and only Mr. Brian Zimmerman. Brian, you are live in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you, bud. How you tonight?
Well, I'm doing good, brother. I'm sure people are starting to get jealous. They're like, man, he pulls up Brian all the time. But I do it for a reason in these pre-race shows because you always are the one to take that 28 car out there and you give us a lap around the track. So I'm going to jump in your cockpit, Mr. Zimmerman. I know the next gens are not really your forte. You're not a big fan of them. But I'm jumping in your car right now. Give us a lap around the last great Coliseum.
We'll do it, bud. Coming out of the pit, you got to always try to merge high, and it seems like tonight the lane is going to be high. Qualifying may be down low, but I like the high line for the long part of the race. We'll lift, drag the brake, full on the throttle, let it turn down the back straight. Driving it in pretty deep, you're on the chip pretty hard, dragging the brake, letting those rear wheels turn that car. That's one lap around. That's about a 14.7. My best lap's a 14.5, so 0.2 faster is going to be somewhere around pole speed here. But right front tire is going to be the key tonight. Who can say that right front and who can survive the wrecks?
So, Zimmy, I pulled it up. We got about 10 minutes remaining in practice here, Zim.
Yeah.
You were talking about it being high line here tonight, and that's something we're not really accustomed to on these short tracks, right? Normally we're fighting for the low line. On restarts, do you think it's going to be high line dominant as well? Is that the lane going to be preferred lane as the night goes on?
I would think it will be. They might surprise me.
Oh, that's Bristol right there, baby, in a nutshell. Solid out the cockpit.
That way Bristol will be. Another key tonight to watch for is pit road. Pit road's always tricky here, and there'll be some people get some penalties just because pit road speed is 35 miles an hour. We have to enter out of turn 2, loop all the way around. So there's going to be lots of people going to be speeding because that's a long way to run 35 miles an hour.
Right, especially if it's under green. Keep going.
Yes, that's right. If it's under green and you're running, you're just losing lap after lap. You're probably, I don't know, you'll probably go 3 or 4 laps down with a green flag caution, would be my guess. Probably 4 laps down. And if you get a caution after you pit, your night's pretty much done because if a pit cycle and you have to pit under green, it's going to be rough if they catch a caution before everybody else has to pit.
Absolutely, I agree. So it's going to be a strategy call in a game here tonight. Let me ask you this, and I don't want you to spill too many beans here, you know what I'm saying? But what's the strategy and what's the thinking for the 28 car here tonight as far as the strategy call goes? Are we're going to stretch a set of tires as far as we can? I'm not even sure how many sets of tires y'all get.
It looks like we've got plenty of tires. I think we're going to have about 5 sets laying. So, and tires do make a difference. I was running about 40 laps. 40 laps into my run, I was already about 7/10 off my fastest lap. So, right front's going to be the key. Who can save the right front? If we have a long green, it's such a big field, a lot of guys in here that doesn't run with a league, so we don't know how they're going to run. When you get a lot of guys in that you don't run with regularly, it's not so much that they're a bad driver, you just don't really know what they're going to do, and sometimes it'll cause an accident or two. So I would think we're going to have a lot of cautions early, kind of get the feel of everybody. Then hopefully we'll get some good green flag runs in. If we do, it's going to be who can save the right front. But this track with that upper line, I believe it's going to be track position, is going to be king. So if you're out front, you can save that right front. It's going to be hard for somebody to make a pass on you.
Well, right on, brother. Well, Zimmy, let's get back down and talk some strategy with your teammates down there. Good luck to you, brother. Maybe you can park at usafirearms.com machine up in victory lane here.
Sounds good, man. We'll give it our best. Give it the best.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Thank you, man.
That was Mr. Zimmerman. Always a fine one to give us a lap around the track. Now, I want to talk to old Toilet Bowl. And why I call him Toilet Bowl, it's an inside joke, but Mr. Tom Freitas, old Toilet Bowl Tom's live in the booth right now. Mr. Tom Freitas, you're live in TSP's booth for the pre-race show. Do you have a copy?
I got a copy, brother.
So I'm trying to find you on the list. I don't even see your name out here. Have you turned? Yep, there you are.
Yeah, we're sitting 14th right now.
14th. So talk to us about the way the car's feeling for you tonight and how that 32 car. What's the strategy call for you tonight?
Yeah, I mean, right now the car feels pretty good. Track's starting to cool down a little bit, starting to rubber up, so which is good. It's going to get faster as the night goes on. Hoping we got enough gear in the car. It's a little bit concerning. Anybody running that high side is going to be on the chip there, kind of a little past that start-finish line. So see how drivers manage that tonight. Tire wear is going to be a big concern. Cars do get tight as the run goes on. Got to keep that right front on it, so you have a something there at the end, and have a fast car at the end of the run. So
Tom, we have about 6 minutes left in practice. Brian Zimmerman in 28's already given us a lap around the track. If you would, if you don't mind, can you hop in your cockpit and give us a low line run around this track? 'Cause I know you were doing it earlier whenever we were testing.
yes, I sure can.
So let's see if we can find the number 32. Jump inside your cockpit. We're ready whenever you are, Roger Dodger.
All right, that was good timing because I just got back in the race car actually.
Well, right on. We try to be somewhat good at our job, but we normally aren't, but we try to be at least. We try to fake it till we make it.
Isn't that what we all do?
Right on, yeah. But yeah, just talk to us about what you're feeling here whenever you go past the line on the front stretch here, and just give us a lap around Bristol.
Yeah, definitely. So I know there are guys using brake and guys that aren't using brake. I do use brake just to help slow the car down, so I'm not abusing that right front. You kind of want to come in, arc it down to that center there, and you kind of want to let it arc back up to the top to keep as much momentum as you can. There is a little bump here in one that will upset the car getting in if you don't hit it right. But other than that, I mean, Bristol's a pretty smooth track. The car's not on the rub blocks tonight, which is good, as it does get a little tight there.
So,
But yeah, I mean,
Bristol's
it's quick laps. I mean, you have 14 seconds around
Right.
this track. It goes by pretty darn quick, I gotta say.
That's what I was going to say. If you get on a green flag run here, Brian Zimmerman was mentioning a track position. If you get on a green flag run here and start picking off laps, well, I mean, track position is going to be king, right? Because before you know it, boom, the race is basically over. You know what I'm saying? So 14-second laps here. I do see you're pretty quick running that low line as I'm not sure if you have not gotten faster, but something I want to note here. Bristol and Dover, Nashville Superspeedway, they all have something in common. They're all concrete tracks. Talk to us about how the concrete surface is different than the asphalt, and especially how much it's going to change as the night goes on.
Yeah, so, with on an asphalt track, right, which is 96% of the tracks we go to, right? Normally as the sun, especially in a night race, as the sun set, the track cools and it lays rubber down, it gets tighter as the race goes on. On a concrete track, for anybody who doesn't know how the concrete is, when concrete gets cooler and it rubbers up, the cars actually get looser. So for drivers who don't race concrete tracks much, they're not going to be used to it. Come late, I'm going to say the second half of the race, these cars are going to be loose. They're going to be sliding all around. And it's going to be it's going to come down to who can wheel that car coming off the corner, because the car is always going to feel real good going into the corner no matter what. And then coming out of turn 4, especially trying to keep it off the wall and not spin out is going to be key.
Well, right on, brother. We'll be watching that 32 car try to work its magic tonight. Good looking car. Got some black, blue, and green. You can't miss it out there. Good luck to you, brother. Maybe we'll be talking to you here at the end of this thing, brother.
Sounds good, brother. We're going to do our best.
Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Mr. Tom Free is coming up. We got 2 minutes left now. A lot of drivers typically they step away during this time, so I'm going to try to talk to Mr. Maple Leaf Muscle. He may have stepped away before the race gets started. Jason Day, you're live in True Sim Productions booth. Do you have a copy?
I do.
Oh, we heard him, folks. So Jason, you're here. I'm glad to have you here. So you're supposed to run a league race, but did end up missing it. But that's a good thing, right? Because you're here now with us. Last time you raced at Bristol in a league, you won the race. Talk to us about tonight and what you think about the old 52 car out here tonight. How's it feeling?
Oh, sorry, I missed that last part, Tanner. You kind of note there.
How's the 52 car? How's it feeling for you tonight?
It feels pretty good. Setup's a bit tight. Just to manage the tires really early. I think to if not to get too tight and burn them right off later in the run. But it feels good. It's stable. The gearings. I heard a couple guys complaining about the gearing, about hitting the chip on the high line, but I think that'll make for better racing. That we want to follow the leader in the top lane. I think you can be able to pass on the low side tonight.
Right, so Zimmy said earlier, he was the first guy interviewed, he said it was going to be high lane. And then Tom, second guy talked to, said it was going to be low lane. Are you thinking low lane tonight or high lane dominant?
I think both will be dominant, but I think you're going to be able to pass high or low. the high lane, you're going to chip out a little bit earlier than you want to, so you're going to have to let it roll through the corner longer and then get back on it again. But I think the gearing is good for 2-wide racing here tonight.
Right on, Mr. Maple Leaf. Glad to have you. Excited to have you, actually. Keep that 52 nose clean, and maybe we'll be talking to you at the end of this thing, bro.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely, boss. Mr. Jason Day right there, or as I like to call him, Mr. Maple Leaf Muscle. Coined him that nickname a long time ago. And now it is time. Let's get these off the screen. Let's switch on over to the broadcast mode, actually, because we got work to do here now. I was looking at that 52 car, that man machine. That is a beautiful number 52. Shout out to whoever painted that. I think it's a last name Brooks, but now it's time to highlight the one and only Mr. Coleman Design paint scheme of the night. And something cool tonight, drivers don't even know about it. Whoever wins this race tonight, they will be getting a free paint scheme from Coleman Designs. He'll paint them up anything they want. As I need to bring Tom up here and let him know that one more time so you don't forget it. Mr. Tom, are you still here?
Yes, I am.
I forgot to mention earlier, Coleman Designs has sponsored tonight's race. Whoever wins tonight's race will actually receive a free Coleman Designs paint scheme. So if you would let the drivers know that. I forgot to tell them, and that's all I needed, basically. I'll let you get back down as you get into qualifying.
Sounds good, brother. Thank you.
Absolutely, boss. All right, we apologize for that. Had to take care of a little business. Now it's time, folks. It's time to squirt on over to qualifying, and we are going to pick our Coleman Designs Best Paint Scheme of the Night award. I already have a few contenders. I got to see how they look under the lights right here, though. But let's see who partakes in the going out first. Samuel Lawson, the governor, going to take the 44 machine out on the track first. Going to see what the 44 can do here tonight. Track position, it will be king, but 175 laps, anything and everything will happen. As Sam Lawson wrapping the bottom here, not really letting the car come up to speed. Ooh, walks the dog sideways a little bit. Scrubbed off a little bit of speed. Digging, though, in 1 and 2. Ran that high line right up to the wall. Got to be careful running the wall. One slight misjudgment, one mistake, and boom, you're dead. Goes back to the low line here. So Sam's first lap around, a little bit off the pace. Going to see what the second lap is here. As I know, he said he wanted to join me in the booth tonight, so we're going to see. He's currently sitting P4 on the board, though. Second lap around, a little bit quicker, but not a lot. Chris Bryant, top of the board. Number 23 car is a rocket ship with a 14.69. Daniel Sweat matched the time. Daniel Sweat gets a little bit quicker second lap around. As it's hard to even follow right now because everybody's just out on the track together. Brian Zimmerman coming around for lap number 2. First lap around, putting P2 on the board. Going to see if he can knock off Jeremy Richmond, who holds down provisional pole. As Zimmerman's second lap around, not quicker. So it looks like the first lap may be the lap you got to get to it and do it. Brian Gravel from my hometown. We met on here. It's pretty crazy. He lives like 15 minutes down the road. Gravel is going to be P3 on the board with a 14.64. And I'm trying to catch somebody that just now is going out. Brandon Elvis just now going out. Going to see what he can do. And the number 70 machine. It's a replica machine of his mentor / brother, I believe, if I read the message correct. And also, that is my Coleman Designs Best Paint Scheme of the Night. I love the car. It's simple, but I promise you it is nice under the lights. Look at that. As Brandon's first lap around the speedway here. May have scraped the wall. No time. Invalid lap. First lap around. So he's got to make this lap count, Brandon Elvis. As he is running the low line, ripping the bottom here. See what the 70 car can go. 70 car second lap around. He's going to go no lap at all for the 70. We're going to see if we can have a word with Brandon really quick. Did not get a lap in right then. I believe he may have touched the wall both laps. So let's see. Mr. Brandon Elvis, you are live in the booth. Got a copy?
Yep.
So I gave you the Coleman Designs Best Paint Scheme of the Night award. And then I think I jinxed you because I was talking about it and then you scraped the wall. But talk to me about the paint scheme, brother, because I didn't want to butcher. I know you said mentor and maybe a brother. Talk to me about it.
Oh no. The late Justin Ricks, who was a real close friend of mine. His number was always 70, and that was the namesake of my little brother. He affected a lot of people's lives in a positive way. He's a really good guy. Died way too young. But yeah, that's why number 70. So there's another guy. It's number 54 in this league. So had to respect that, and I never get to run 70. So excited to do it tonight.
Well, right on. I'm telling you, brother, I might call you 54 tonight. Just bear with me, but the car looks sweet. Coleman didn't knock it out of the park again, so gonna be tough for the 70 machine here. Starting in the back, what's the strategy here now that you're behind 8-ball?
I'm not real sure. From what the laps would have been, obviously they didn't count, but they were both like 690s. Probably would have shaken out around 6th or 7th. But and I don't know what to expect. Avoid the carnage.
Avoid the carnage, brother. 175 laps here. Maybe we'll be talking to the old number 70 here at the end of this thing, brother. Good luck.
Hey man, you got a bonus for the hard charger or anything?
I do not. I do not.
Oh man, well thanks for what you do, bud.
Absolutely, boss. Put something up and we'll give it to you. Good luck, brother.
Thanks.
Oh, Brandon Ellis right there. Good old dude. But that's going to be tough. That's going to be really tough. He's going to be starting. If he's not dead last, he's going to be close to it. And not a lot of guys putting laps down, so maybe some guys have left the session here. As Adam Thompson just took his lap in the number 71 machine. And he's actually just turning in some practice laps here. 14.9 was his fastest lap around the track. So he's going to be starting towards the back. Currently slotted in 14th. Right now, it looks like Jeremy Richmond is the provisional pole holder with a 14.63. Ryan Zimmerman right there hot on his tail. Look at the top 5. Separated by 6/10, 600. So that's I mean, these boys are gonna be right on top of each other. It's gonna get messy. It's gonna get crazy. As I believe there might be 10 minutes of qualifying. So before this race gets started, we're going to throw it over to. Let's see who we're going to throw it over to Savage Edge. Shout them out for all your apparel needs. Hit up savageedge.com, and we'll be back momentarily.
Shut up and sit down.
Alrighty, folks, we are back, and of course, huge shout out to Savage Edge Apparel, savageedge.com. I've heard a rumor they can put your name on anything, so check them out over at savageedge.com. I want to thank them for being a serious sponsor, being a channel sponsor. They hook us up with a lot of merch, and you can get you a TSP shirt over at savageedge.com. And folks, I do it every week. I'm going to do it once again. If you would, help us out a ton. Hit the thumbs up button for us. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm. It helps push us out more. We're trying to grow the channel. We are grinding damn near 7 nights a week, trying to get the channel views up. We have everything needed except the likes and the subscribe. So if you would also hit the subscribe button, never miss a single lap of the action. But now it is time, folks. You You get that grid rocking and rolling. Jeremy Richmond in the number 98 with a 14.632 is going to be starting inside row number 1. He got that pole position, that USAFirearms.com pole position. And then we have Mr. Brian Zimmerman starting P2 to his outside. Brian Gravel starting inside row number 2 with Daniel Sweat in 07 starting 4th. Chris Smith starting 5th. It's the battle of the Chris's on row number 3. We got Chris H. Bryant in the 23 starting 6th. Tom Friedis in the starting 7th. Sam Lawson, the governor, starting 8th. Jason Day is 9th. Joshua Vermillion 10th. Brody Marinko starting 11th. Justin Coleman, Mr. Gold Chain Cowboy, starting 12th. 13th, Mr. Chunny Miller. Old Mark Miller. 14th is Adam Thompson. Jason Bowers 15th. Nicholas Lamb 16th. Carl Lindstrom 17th. Shane Royer is 18th. 19th is Chris Paul Hamus. Philip York 20th, and Brandon Elvis is 21st. I'm not going to keep going through it because it's going to show people that's not in a session anymore. But we will leave it up there in case they are. Folks, as always, I want to thank you for tuning in. It's almost time to start rocking and rolling. Let's get that music going in the background. Let's get hype. As it's not no more countdown to green. The green is getting ready to happen. It's time. 175 laps here. Labor Day Showdown. First start of the race is on green. After that, it's in the hands of the leader. So Barney Fife Jr., our flagman, will be the start of this race. That's going to force Jeremy Richmond to kind of wait on him. Will he be able to get a jump, or will a high side prevail here? That's one thing about starting on pole here. We heard Brian Zimmerman say outside lane he does prefer. So we're going to see if he can make that outside lane work. All these drivers, are they going to push hard to try to get the track position they want and need early? I mean, these races, especially on a track like Bristol, it is nothing more than a chess match. So let's see what happens here. You see drivers trying to get some heat in the tires. That's what you see them lunging forward. They're basically spinning them rear tires, trying to get a little bit of heat in them so they don't spin on the restart. Got to be careful though. There's a fine line between warming them up and getting them too hot. That's why you see drivers do it a few times, then they stop because they know you get them tires too hot, naturally they're just going to slide as soon as they try to put power down, put the throttle in. All right, pace truck is off. 175 laps here at Bristol, Labor Day Showdown. Barney Fife Jr. throws the green flag and they're off. As the field's still 2x2, everybody's trying to get it sorted out. Jeremy Richmond, though, low side, already falling back. Daniel Sweat to his outside, trying to take the position. Brian Zimmerman, though, got the race lead, and he's going to try to get going with it. They're trying to find a camera that is a little bit further back. As already yellow flag, Kenneth Young going around, I do believe. As Kenneth Young in the 3 car. No front bumper on that car at all. Completely exposed engine and radiator in that car. Just a total self-spin. Just completely lost it on his own. Alrighty, folks. That's now, hey, Rose reversal. Brian Zimmerman. Now he's forced to be on that low line. Alright, folks. 7 people watching the chat. Let me know, who do you got? Who's your pick for tonight's Labor Day Showdown? 175 laps here at the Last Great Coliseum. Who is your pick? Let me know in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from out in Beaverland. As we do have the chat pulled up, we will be bothering the chat as much as we can. Now remember, I'm one man in the booth, so it's hard to do a lot of stuff, but I will do my best to chat with you fans. As lights are still on the pace truck. Dan Witt, number 99, going on pit road. Let's jump on. Yep, Zimmy saving fuel. Got the car shut off there. You see it say 300 RPM. That's just what iRacing does. Now he's got the car fired back up. That's why you see him almost passing the pace car here, because he's just getting a little bit of momentum where that car will roll, and he's throwing the clutch in, shutting the car off, saving as much fuel as he can. It sounds weird on a track like this to save fuel, but especially under caution, you can and will save a lot of fuel. As the lights are off on the pace truck. I'm going to re-rack them, restack them, and try it again. Still waiting on the chat. Let me know who we got in the chat, folks. As they're off, Brian Zimmerman gets the launch he may need. Going to get up high. Cut off the 07 of Daniel Sweat, but look at the momentum Sweat has. Looks like he's going to cross him over, but does not. We got to look back in the field a little bit, though, because it is chaos back here. See a little shot on the back of the 14 from the 71 of Adam Thompson, but they get it sorted out and keep it straight. 34, look at Vermillion with the caution car. That should have been my Coleman Designs best friend of the night, because that is just outright funny. That is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Caution around the 34 car. That is freaking hilarious. As Jeremy Richmond, he is working at low line. What a sick car by him, too. Look at that car. That is a beautiful car. Patriotic. Love it. Gotta love it. Love to see it. But 98 going backwards. Is this a strategy call? Losing a lot of track position here is Vermillion. 34. Whoa, gets loose. Oh, Coleman. Coleman going around. Hits the inside wall. Keeps it going, but loses the front end of that car. That is massive damage to the front end of that next-gen Camaro. That is going to be fast repair worthy. No caution either. As we head back out front, Brian Zimmerman has a hard charging Eva Knievel machine right there on his rear bumper. As now he yellows out Dan Witt going around. See what happened to Dan here. Oh, man, a 2-for-1 special. He is down low here. Oh, look at that, folks. Was got loose, trying to save the car here. Not sure what he's doing here. Yeah, I'm not sure they're under caution for the second time here tonight at Bristol. As lights are still on that beautiful Chevy Silverado out the front of Brian Zimmerman. Still shutting the car off, saving fuel. Let's see if Daniel Sweat is. Sweat rolling around in fifth gear, and that's still a way to save fuel. You can save fuel because when you go up in fifth gear, you're just naturally turning less RPMs, making the motor work a little bit less. But you don't save nearly the amount of fuel as shutting the car off entirely. But you will save a little bit of fuel. So interesting note here about Bristol. Last time we came here in super late models, we did 125 laps. Different car, I know, but same premise. 125 laps. We had about 18, 19 cars, and leaders did not take tires. Tires were not a factor. But now those are Hoosier tires. These are Goodyear tires. It's going to play a difference. I expect tire fall off to be around lap 60, between lap 40, 50, and 60. You're going to start noticing these drivers, even the drivers up front, you're going to start noticing them slipping and sliding around. And that's when they're going to want tires. If we get a run that produces tire wear. So we talked to Brian Zimmerman. He is out front. We also talked to Jason Day. He is going to be our he's my pick tonight, Mr. Maple Leaf Muscle, currently seated in the 12th place spot. And then we talked to Tom Freitas as well. And Tom's currently sitting P10, has lost 3 spots since he hit the grid. So started on the inside lane, started 7th. He fell back to 10th. That tells you right there that inside lane is rough. But our biggest faller thus far is Mr. Jeremy Richmond, down 6 spots. And our biggest mover of the race, Sam Lawson, up 6 spots. So shout out to the governor. Still got nobody chatting with me, folks. Do we not have a YouTube account? It's all good. I'm not worried about it. I know you're listening, and that's what matters. All right. Lights are off on the pace truck. Pace truck's going to make that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. All right, they're off. Zimmy once again gets a great launch. Daniel Sweat maybe cutting Zimmerman a break there, letting him get up. You see Zimmy, he starts on the low line by default, but he jumps right up to the high lane. But he is not running that right next to that wall. He is arching it down a little bit lower, apexing late, right there running in the middle. But Sweat is pacing. Sweat is right there on his back bumper. As we have another yellow out. Sean Royer around in the Reese's machine. Oh, this is a kind of a big one. It starts in front of him. Don't know who that is spinning. Nicholas Lamb. Sean just comes in, just completely never touches the brakes at all. What a joke. Shouldn't be on iRacing. Right on board with Nicholas Lamb here. See what happened. Got the wall. Ooh, got the wall. Got loose and nowhere to go for the 83 of Carl Lindstrom. I mean, folks, I hate to call a driver out here, but look at this. Yeah, I'm speechless. Rumor has it he's still wide open. All right, now my question is, heat cycle in these tires, is this helping or hurting? That is always the $1 million question. We're going to see if lights go off on pace truck or not this time by. No, they're on the back stretch. Bristol, it's so confusing. No, which side of the track they are on. Let's see, are lights going to go off? They probably will. Yep, lights are off on the pace truck. We'll try to talk to the governor next time around. Guys, look at this facility. I've been here so many times. Me and Emily Jane went here when Kyle Busch won it. He won when he got in a wreck early in the race. Left rear was all tore up. Had black tape all over the red Skittles car. And Kyle Busch ended up piloting that number 18 Joe Gibbs Camry back up to the front. So a lot of these guys that have been in wrecks, going to try to mimic that, and I lied because lights are back on the pace truck. So race control may have saw something they did not like with the lineup. Let's see here. What is going to happen? Lights go off this time by. Lights are off on that Chevy Silverado. Brian Zimmerman. Daniel Sweat. Row number 1. Gonna see how this shakes out. Brian Gravel, he is lurking up there. He stayed in the top 3 this entire time. There hasn't been a long enough run to really determine who is strong. Like we'll call them contenders or pretenders. There has not been a lot of that tonight. I do see Jeremy Richmond on the high side now finally. Going to see if he can make that 98 car work on the high side. He's been stuck on the low line. Shoot, damn near all race. So, going to see what the 98 car can do here. As 28 fires him off. I'm telling you, Daniel Sweat, I think he is laying back ever so slightly, not to get an advantage, but to allow Brian Zimmerman to get down. But now we look like we have a battle for the race lead. Zimmy bobbles in that corner. That's going to allow the 07 to get down. They're going to try to look underneath the 28 machine, but look at the 28 machine, the momentum he gets on the high side. As we have good battles going on throughout the field. Restarts. These drivers trying to get everything they can as we're coming to lap number 28. As 98 Richmond slightly into the wall there. Richmond, I believe, is pushing now. If he was holding back anything earlier, he's not holding back anymore. So we jump on board. As that has Jason Day's picture for Jeremy. There we go. From Roanoke, Texas here. Texas boy. Good little picture of him, and I'm going to guess his wife as cautions back out on the speedway here. May have been the number 70 involved. Oh, no. Oh, it happens up in front of him again. What is SDK doing? Oh, toilet bowl. Looks like he may have got tagged right then. Was he loose before that? Did the Aflac number 99 Carl Edwards machine? Just gets into the back of him. Did Tom slow down in that corner more than the Aflac machine was anticipating? There is the question. Not really. Just like Aflac just rode the corner perfectly there. Tough break with a 70. Lost his nose entirely. Bristol, baby. He'll chew him up and he'll spit him out. All right, let's see if we can talk to the governor here. Currently slotted P4. Going to be starting on the outside. I know he's happy about that. I know he smiles anytime he gets on the broadcast booth. So let's have a word with him. The governor, Sam Lawson, you're live in the booth, brother. You got a copy?
I got you.
So I had to talk you into even doing this freaking race. And I think it's also cool that you're from Ottawa, Tennessee, because we're watching 60 Days In, and that's where they're featured at. But that's neither here nor there. The 44 car.
Etowah.
What?
It's called Etowah, Tennessee.
Etowah? Gotcha. Copy.
Yeah.
Copy. Hey, we're rednecks. All right, buddy. We try to get it done. 44 car is looking slick. You are currently the biggest mover of the race. How you feeling with that number 44 raceepi.com machine?
I mean, I feel pretty good. It's just, if you start on the outside, you're going to gain the position. Like where I'm at right now, I restarted third and fell back to fourth. I've restarted fourth, went up to third. So I just got to manage your losses and what you can gain on the restarts right now with all these cautions. That's about it.
What's the game plan? Are we pushing or are we just kind of riding? Like I said, you are the biggest mover thus far.
I'm just riding. Like I'll restart up high and then I'll just get the run down the backstretch, really. But like I've noticed the 8 car behind me, he's really driving it in deep. He got dropped off for a few times.
Chris Smith can really rotate that corner. I don't know if he's using up more tire doing it or what. I couldn't tell you, but he is getting in there deep, Governor.
Oh, I can hear him behind me. I can hear the tires screeching. We're good. He's going to burn that right front up before we even get to lap 45.
I don't know. Chris is pretty fast. He's bad fast and everything we said in, Governor. Well, good luck to you, brother. I'm going to get you back down there before you start a rivalry in here. And, yeah, good luck, brother. Maybe we'll be talking to you at the end. Go be with the governor.
All right, thanks, man.
Absolutely, boss. As you got to love it. In these races, drivers, if you want the truth out of a driver, interview them when they're in a race because they're going to tell you the truth right there. All right, lights are off on that beautiful Chevy Silverado. Going to re-rack, restack, and try it again. As I appreciate all the thumbs up. Always helps us out a ton. Oop, that's the wrong button. All right, fire him off once again. Brian Zimmerman gets the launch he needs. Daniel Sweat does as well. And look at all these beautiful next-gen cars just rolling at us. As Brian Zimmerman, no competition. Don't have to do really a battle, but look at the 07 car. He rotates that top lane really good. And now I'm starting to notice low line may be coming in. Oh no, Johnny Richmond might be going around. That's going to be a wild ride for the Richmond coming up through the pack. Oh, that's a big one. 52 car involved, 71 car involved, 70 car involved, 32 car skates through there. That's a big one right there, folks. That collected a lot of cars. Jeremy Richmond, too, a sim veteran. Let's see what happened to the 98 car here. It just gets past the point of no return. He tries to save it. He's on the brakes. He's got the brakes held. He's trying to lock it down. But when we're racing, this is the worst case scenario. Everybody talks about Talladega, Daytona producing the big one. Well, look at Bristol. There's nowhere really to go here for the 71. 71 is just an innocent bystander. Wrong place, wrong time. And boom goes the dynamite for the 71. A lot of fast repair is going to be used here. And that's going to really change how people race throughout tonight's race. Do it. Adam sees the 98 getting loose here. Trying to get the car woed up and just can't. Cannot do it. 71 car going to take it down pit road here for service. Also, single pit road. What that means at Bristol, you got to enter on the front stretch and go all the way around. You see what Adam Thompson did? It has to go all the way around the track. And he is pitting on the back stretch here. On the front stretch, excuse me. It has to make a full lap around the track, but has to do it on pit lane. Always super tough. See if this car jacks up. See if he's taking tires or not. He is taking tires, so. Right sides go up. Tough break, though, for a lot of cars right there. Get involved this early in the race. Lap number 39, taking lap 40. Now you basically got to, I'm not going to say race scared, but you got to race defensive because you don't have that fast repair or that mulligan in your back pocket anymore. It really, really opens up and challenges these drivers based on how they can race, because now the race isn't in your hands no more. The race is in everybody else's hands. If a wreck happens in front of you, like what we just saw with Adam Thompson, your night could be screwed. You're going to park the car on the hauler. You can't get it fixed. Now, it looks like Jason Day. I'm trying to tell if Jason Day took a fast repair or not. Honestly, I think he did, but I'm not 100% for certain there. What a good-looking car. That is the company Jason works for up in Victoria, BC, Canada. I know he does a lot of excavating and stuff like that. I'm not exactly sure what he does fully. I know he does excavating. He digs out for water pipes and stuff like that. Maybe a water pipe company, like installing water lines and stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure. Looks like this possibly could be a single file restart. Looks like race control. So they've had enough. Going to clean it up one way or another. But the good thing is we're just seeing drivers get loose and just basically overdrive the car. That's not a good thing, but that's better than guys just basically running over each other. But now single file, huge advantage to the race leader and anybody who was going to start P2 or P3 on the inside. Anybody on the inside lane going to be a huge benefit. As 28 car gets a great launch off, as always. That's one thing about Demi. He usually gets good restarts when he wants them. Saw the 28 car out front. As we have a good two wide battle here Joshua Vermillion leading the train around, currently sitting P5. Battle is on, hot and heavy for P6, P7. As that is Brody Marinko, Philip York right there. Going door to door. Chris Bryant also throwing his name in the hat. Got by right then. Oh, slight contact to Chris Bryant. What these drivers need to do here, they just need to slot in. See, look, that's what happened when you're on the low line. Okay, you can't afford to fight because now, look, you're coming up in traffic. They just need to get in line right now and pick them off as they come because all they're doing is junking cars at this point. As we are going to go to commercial break, we're going to throw it over to BAM Racing Videos. We'll be back momentarily.
With a whole shot. Burrows gets wadded up right there. We got a nasty one.
Three laps here. We're underway here at Horsepower Bar.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. I want to send a huge shout out to BAM Racing Videos. If you like real life grassroots racing, check him out over on on YouTube and Facebook. It don't matter, either one. BAM Racing Videos. He travels all over this country, predominantly in the Northeast, Southeast, because I mean that's where your local short track racing is thriving at right now. Check him out, BAM Racing Videos, asphalt and dirt. He is the go-to man. We're joined right now by the number 98 of Jeremy Richmond. He actually qualified. I'm pretty sure he was on pole. We saw him fall back a little bit. I think he was saving a little bit of tires. And I spoke with him off camera a little bit. And he said the car just snapped loose. So, Jeremy, you're live in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So, I mean, we're seeing it here tonight. These guys are not really running over each other. There's a little bit of aggression out there. But it looks mainly as if, I mean, the car's just snapping loose. Talk to me and tell me what you felt with the 98 machine.
Yeah, I don't really know. It was just out of nowhere. Obviously, I started on pole. I should have probably. I don't know if we can. I can't remember if we could choose top or bottom as the leader on the initial start. So I kind of fell back there because they were just getting the good runs, and obviously it was the beginning of the race. But on that restart, with all the cycles, my car started driving pretty good, middle bottom. So I kind of was making some good gains on that lap and a half before the spin. It just, I don't know. It was weird too because it was almost like a quarter or half away down the backstretch when it snapped loose. So I don't know what it was about, but took out some.
Hey, you went out with a big one, brother. It was impressive how many cars was involved. We actually had to remove a guy because he completely arca braked into it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I watched the replay, making sure I was just on the brakes. I always try to learn something from, but yet Bristol, you see it in real life. Like you hit the bottom wall. I was just fortunate enough not to hit the bottom, the inside wall there, but
right.
It just, when I went down on the apron, it just snapped back, and at that point, on the brakes or not on the brakes, you're going toward the outside wall.
Yeah, I'll be honest. It looked like real life. Like, we've seen a lot of wrecks at Bristol like that, Jeremy. Well, it sucks that it happened to you. I hate it for the 98 because 98 was fast. That low line killed you on the start and ultimately never could battle back. I want to thank you for coming out, Jeremy. I know you didn't like the fixed setup.
I didn't. Not a huge fan of it. Not a huge fan of it, but I mean, honestly, it wasn't that bad being a custom fix. I just don't like iRacing setups.
Right on. Well, brother, I'll let you get back down there and talk with you, racing. Well, thank you for jumping up here and letting us know what happened. Hey, we got people wrecking under caution.
Yeah, I've been watching. This is Bristol. I don't know.
It's Bristol, baby, right? Why would you choose Bristol?
Yeah.
You know, why would you? So you asked me that.
Yeah,
earlier.
exactly. I was all joking earlier, but it's. I mean, come on.
Right.
Some of this stuff under caution though is just ridiculous. Yeah, they're getting booted out.
Yeah.
Hopefully, so yeah.
Well, all right, brother. I'll let you get back down there. Thank you, dog.
Yeah, have a good one, man.
Yep, absolutely, boss. Thank you. I can't believe I just said dog. I don't talk like that at all. What in the world? As we got chaos. I don't know what happened with Carl right then. I'm not even calling out Carl. I just want to see what happened with Lindstrom here. He's coming around, trying to get caught back up here. Oh, no. Sam Lawson turns down right in front of him there. As I know there's going to be a lot of drivers mad there. As we're going to pull him up. He's kind of quiet, but he did used to do the pit party with him when we did the pre-race show. Carl Lindstrom, you're live in the booth. Can I copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Brother, man, I watched that right there. I saw it live. I didn't know what happened. Talk me through what happened there after the caution, Sam Lawson.
I don't know. I was coming around to try to catch the back of the field, and the 44 was sitting sideways in the track rolling down, and I tried to stop and couldn't.
My biggest question is, why was he there? I don't know. Can't tell you. I watched replay.
So I went back and looked at it. It looked like the 99 on the caution dive bomb way down low on the apron and just like never slowed up. Like the throttle was hung and there's no brakes and come up the track and ran right into the 44.
Goodness gracious, man. Well, I'm hoping, I'm praying, fingers crossed, knocking on wood that it gets cleaned up, Carl. I hate that happened because the 83 car, hey, good looking paint scheme on the 83 for what it's worth. So,
hey, yeah, I appreciate that. My cousin does them and it's pretty cool.
Oh, so shout out to your cousin, Pump House Gaming. The car does look sweet. I mean, I love that car. I love the colors. I love that little red, little accent color there at the bottom. I love it. So, shout out to you, and I hate that, ultimately that just happened to you, brother.
Yep. No, it's good it's not a league race, so it's all right.
Right on, brother. Well, that's a good attitude. That's why we love you right there, Carl. Well, I'll let you get back down there. Thank you, brother.
Yep. Bye.
Mr. Carl Lindstrom right there. He's a really good guy. You can hear it in his voice, right? He's obviously aggravated, as anybody would be. But he took it with stride. So, shout out to Carl Lindstrom. Going back under green here. Lap number 59 as they come across the stripe. Look at Zimmerman gets the launch needed here. If we've lost some folks watching, I don't blame you. It's been a caution fest here. There's only 9 cars on the lead lap. That's going to really dictate and change the outcome and feel of this race. It's got a little bit of a battle right here for P6. They get slotted back in. As we have 2, basically, Davey Allison replica, Havel and paint schemes. We got the race leader, and then we have Lewis here in the number 55, trying to work on Chris Bryant in number 23 right there in front of him. Not able to do it as the Goodrich machine just fires off the corner really good. And shout out this man right here, Joshua Vermillen. Fairly new to iRacing, not been on iRacing a lot. He joined the league, and I'm going to be brutally honest here. He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad at all. You could tell he understood racing, but he had some tricks and tips to learn in the short track scene. Fast forward 2 months, 3 months later, this man is getting a lot faster. He's getting a lot better, a lot smoother. I'm saying all that and he gets loose there, but look, he catches it. He catches the car, does not lose a whole lot of momentum, has the 23 now working to his outside. Now Vermillen to the inside here. Has not run the inside lane here. Now, this is where you learn about iRacing. It's something else I want to touch on. Jeremy Richmond said in his interview he went back and watched the replay to learn something. That is huge. As race car drivers, we can be on this sim for 35 years, and there's still stuff to learn each and every time we're here. As we head back out front. Oh, Daniel Sweat in the wall. That's going to allow Grable to get to his inside now. Caution back out on the speedway. Shane Roar's just sitting there on the track. Excuse me real quick, folks. I'm going to do this one publicly. Let's see here. Let me find him real quick. He is left. All right, now there's not very many cars on the field. I know we're getting ready to break off a long green flag run. I'm wondering if pit road is going to start becoming a factor. Grable takes over P2 away from Daniel Sweat. Now it's going to force Sweat to start. Well, wait, it could still be single file restarts there. As 32 machine of Tom Free is getting a lap back here. Let's see if we can pull up a side ticker, if it will show us. It's not showing us. As Patrick Tom is now scored on the lead lap. As Brandon Elvis rounding out the lead lap cars there, so a lot of guys are going to be fighting and battling, trying to get that lap back. And also, touch on this, Coleman Designs will be giving the race winner tonight a free next-gen paint scheme. Right now, it's looking like it could be all Brian Zimmerman, but, I mean, long race stuff changes. As Sam Lawson is out. Sam, come on, join me in the booth. Waiting on you, brother. Jump in the broadcast waiting room and I'll pull you up. Hurry up. As lights are still on that beautiful Chevy Silverado out front. Going to see if they go off this next time around the circuit. Still waiting on the governor to come grace us with his presence. All right, Brian Zimmerman's going to fire him off. That single file restart is a huge benefit for him. But now Brian Grable sitting P2. Will he be able to chase down our race leaders? Daniel Sweat to the inside here, going to try to battle. Get to the inside here. Now we've seen the high side be the dominant line. You just see Grable. He can rotate that corner way better. Oh, no. Sweat going around. Down low. That will not be a caution. That's going to kill the 07's night right there. 28 machine, though, still the car front and center out front. I guess Sam Lawson ain't going to join us. He's a sissy. As we have a battle heating up here for the race lead. As Grable right there, he was right on the back bumper of the 28 machine. Right there on the back bumper, just pacing the 28 machine here. Let's see if we can jump on board with Ryan Grable. Right, cockpit cam. So this is exactly what he is seeing out his front windshield here. And also, this kid's he's still in school. I mean, he's still young, got a lot of speed. And it's impressive to see a kid have a lot of speed like that, because usually kids, they just want to go out here and just, they may be fast, but they destroy their car within 50 laps. And this kid, O'Brien, the young gun, he is not doing it. As we have finally found him, he's going to make his appearance into the booth. Sam, I'm going to share my screen for you so you can see what the fine viewers at home are seeing. Tough night for the number 44 there, Governor, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I felt pretty good. Car ran good. Felt like I was one of the faster cars on track. I mean, I know Zimmy's fast up there too. But I don't know what happened under that caution. I never seen that car the entire race, and then, I don't know, I think he was mad because we ended up getting rid of one of his buddies early in the race.
I mean, that's just, that's part of it with these hosted races, right? I feel like it's almost a roll of the dice, but it has been a good race up front here, Sam. You got the 2 machine of Grable pacing our race leader, Brian Zimmerman, out front.
Yeah, that 2 car, I noticed a lot that he could really run that high line really good. He struggled towards the middle and low part of the track, though. He really couldn't get any runs going. That's where I watched about him a lot.
Well, you know what I've noticed here tonight? It seems like anytime anybody steps down low, that's when the car wants to step out, right? And you're noticing here, Zimmy, he's not giving up the high line, right? He knows better than to give up the high line, but he's also not running right up next to the wall. He's running kind of the middle of the track, kind of something different here, and actually getting a great run off corner exit every time he does it.
Yeah, so Zimmy at the start of the race, I know he was talking about taking it easy. Well, you know, all of us were kind of burning their stuff up a little bit, so I know he could pretty much put this car wherever he wants and be fast.
As he's doing a hell of a job doing it right now, but I think he feels the pressure from the number 2 car. As a little bit of a real estate between the 2 and the 23. Chris Bryant back here, a man on the island with the 23 Goodwrench. So he's not only Bubba Wallace, he is Dale Earnhardt. I know that's blasphemy. I know there's a lot of people probably cussing me right now. It's just a joke, folks. Put the pitchforks down. But yeah, the 23 car with the Goodwrench on it, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not sure where he come from, because I know when I was up in the top 5 is Josh Vermeil and me, the 2 car, Zimmy, and Sweat.
Sweat.
Which one? Sweat.
Yeah.
It was all 5 of us up there. I'm not sure what happened to Sweat, but good to see that 23 car running up there.
Sweat, man, he's running top 3 all night. Got down low, trying to battle Grable, and just lost it, man. Just lost it, hit the inside wall. I just had the hiccups. Well, luckily got the caution and was able to get the car fixed with a fast spray. You see him trying to make a pass over Tom Friedrich here. These guys are both lapped down, racing for position. Ooh, almost contact between them. Got the Go Chain Cowboy, Justin Coleman, right there in front of him. Oh, Tom Friedrich. Philip Bow almost got him an Evil Knievel machine there. As now Sweat back into the outside wall. As we head back up front here, Sam. It's just a battle of the race leaders here. Jimmy now has broken away from the 2 car. Says, hold my beer. I've saved my tires. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, I know you was in there too, but Zimmy at the start of this race, not at the start of the race, but in practice, he was sitting in there talking about he's not good in the next gens, but I mean, look at him. He's stepping out on the whole field right now.
I told him the exact what I said. I think you'll be all right, Zimmy. And we laughed because he knows Bristol, man. These short tracks, Zimmy's at home at them. Now, if we were at a track like Miami, Zimmy would still be a top 10, top 5 car, of course. But these short tracks, man, this is a different discipline. I don't know what it is, but, I mean, these short tracks are tough to get around. You got to be ultra focused. You cannot afford to have one lapse of focus or judgment. Because if you do, the car's going around your inside walls. We're seeing an unscheduled pit stop here out of Mr. Tron. Chris Paul Hamus got some heavy, significant right front damage.
One thing I'm looking at right now, if you watch the 2, he's starting to change his lineup a lot. I think he burned up that right front running that fence the entire time.
I think you're 100% right. And also, he's searching right now, right? He's trying to find out what is going on. He's almost damn near pushing the 28 car around the track now. And now he's falling back to almost half a second gap between him and the race leader. So he's searching right now. And as a race car driver, you don't panic, obviously, in that situation because you still got 80 laps to go. But you're like, man, you get flustered, you get frustrated because you're going all out and that 28's pulling away. But he has cut the lead down a little bit right here, Sam.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm looking at. But like, it looks like off turn 2, he's not turning that well. Watch, I say that he's about to just nail it and drive right over
Oh,
Zimmy.
yeah. Welcome to the booth, baby. It happens every time. Never fails.
But it's just like he can't get that car pointed. And now he's hitting it perfect. Wow.
I think we might be seeing a little cat and mouse out of Brian Zimmerman, too. I think he's trying to manage the gap, not increase it, but not decrease it either, if that makes sense for the viewers at home. What I mean is he hasn't really backed his pace down. It's not like he's not going 100%, I don't believe. But he's probably going like 90%, right? Just trying to keep that lead, keep that gap about right where it is. I say all that and he gets loose, so that tells me he is pushing. Never mind. I'm
just watching that run. I don't know how he's running that and being fast right now. I mean, I tried it multiple times in practice. I just couldn't do it.
He's the Alabama Cowboy. Alabama Cowboy. I know he's going to appreciate this when he watches it. But I know I think it's his brother-in-law, Andrew, probably watching. So shout out to Andrew. And it's not my team, but I'll hit you with a roadside. Grable, outside wall. Hard hit to the outside wall there. Shouldn't really hurt him. These next gens, Sam, they're pretty durable. Did you get into the outside wall at all tonight?
I did twice. It was there at the end, but if you hit it square, you're fine. If you hit it with your right front, you're done. That's basically what I've learned.
You basically don't want to pancake it, but if you hit it a little flush, you'll be able to go good. But now look, that has allowed the 23 car to reel him in. He's fishing with the 2 car right there to the back bumper. 2 car is struggling. 2 car has burnt up that right front, but now the 23 is in the outside wall as we have a hot battle going on for P2 here. Give him a little bumper shot. Now, on the low line, you can do that, right? Because you shove him up the track. On the high side, you can't really afford to do a bump and run, Sam, because you're going to shove him right up into the outside wall. As another unscheduled pit stop by a guy that was on the lead lap, Brandon Elvis. Let's see what Brandon Elvis is doing here. Right side tire, so we got a pit call right here out of Brandon Elvis. Surely to goodness they got fuel.
That kind of shocks me because I know he was good on fuel because whenever I got in that little accident that happened, I was way good on fuel by a lot of laps.
I forgot to ask you, I got to say this too, I'm sorry folks if you don't like cussing, but what in the hell happened whenever you and Carl Lindstrom, after the caution was out, Carl's coming around and you rolled, try to get the car around, just a miscommunication, didn't know where he was, both drivers were just didn't know where each other was. What happened there?
So I'll go before that. So, I mean, you saw us up in the top 4 there. And then I think it was the 99, I think it was. It was a gray car. That's all I remember seeing. I think he was a lap down, and he just cut the entire track, took me out. And at that time, I'm like, what just happened? And then I start rolling down the track, trying to get turned around. I didn't see Lindstrom at all. I apologized to him over the radio and all that. I felt bad about it.
This is a miscommunication, right? Lindstrom's trying to catch the field, wants to pit, right? And then that happens. But look at the battle we have right here. And Sweat, Evil Knievel has thrown his name up into the hat as well. You got a 3-car battle here for P2, except one of them's a lap down. But that 07 machine wants to get back on the lead lap. You're seeing fresh tires versus no tires here. That 07 is quick, but can't do nothing with it right now.
I know that 23, I think he has way fresher tires than Zimmy as well, so I think he's going to catch him fairly easy right here.
So it says, Sam, actually the top 5, so we have 5 cars on the lead lap. They have not went down pit road for service. No tires, no nothing. For Millen, Lewis, Brian Gravel, Chris Bryant, and Brian Zimmerman. All have not taken tires, but I want to ride. Let's go on the back bumper of Mr. Zimmerman here. And, I mean, the gap is closing in here, Sam. The gap's closing in. Maybe Chris Bryant he don't have pressure tires, but maybe he saved some tires here over the course of this race.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to think. It's like I've never seen him during the race. I heard him talking about everybody needs to calm down, but maybe this is what he was doing. He's just trying to save his tires.
Yeah, it looks like 23.
Zimmy's in the wall.
Zimmy's in the wall. Oh, no,
Zimmy's loose. He's spinning.
That's not going to be a caution either. That's going to be race ending almost for the 28. He has to get the car back up. No yellow for Zimmerman. I almost wish there would have been one right then. Race leader gets tagged right there saying, we got to go back and see what happened there. Zimmy got loose, hit the wall. I mean, I think it was just Jesus take the wheel from that moment.
I think he got a bit nervous with the 07 down there.
Yeah.
He put it up higher, and he got loose off, and the 23 had nowhere to go.
I just think the 23 didn't cut him any brakes.
Yeah, that didn't happen either.
I think the 23 did not cut any brakes there. Let me listen for the throttle here real quick. He did. He was off throttle, trying to stay off of him, I think. Hey, from the way it looked.
I think Zimmy was wrecking there no matter what.
Maybe. A tough break for the 28. Now he is fishing for a caution because that really hurt him. Led every lap, 116 of the laps tonight. He started P2, got to the lead, and Grable is really struggling now, P2. You're seeing all these fresh tire guys that have pit just come by him. Not really blowing his doors off, though, but they're all getting by him with ease on the low side. And I'll be honest.
Oh, Tom's in the wall.
This 55 here, he tricks me. I always think it's Zimmy because it's the Haviland car. It is not. That is not Brian Zimmerman. That's Haviland. That does not say USA Firearms like Mr. Zimmerman.
It is not. Oh, Tom's hit the wall in both corners there. He's hit it again.
I think Tom lives on the wall.
I do too.
He's trying to get up there and sit in row D.
I know he's frustrated right now as well.
He's not having a good time.
No.
He's running P6.
He better be happy right now then. Where's old Coleman at? Is he a lap down right now, or is he on the lead lap?
Coleman is scored a lap down in number 14 and got some little bit of damage to number 14. That's a good looking car too, by the way.
It is. Oh, Coleman Designs.
So I got told there's not an S on the end of it. I get made fun of by Brandon Elvis because that's what I say too. It's just the redneck in us, but I just think that sounds right. I think Coleman Designs sounds wrong in my head, right?
It looks good, so I'm going to call it Designs.
Yep, Coleman Designs.
Because he made multiple. Look at him. He's fast right now. He just unlapped himself, I think.
Did he? Oh, he did. That's going to be one lap back right there. I'm not sure. Let's watch the ticker up top. He is in 10th place, so let's watch it. It's 5th. 6th. So Friedis has scored one lap down. Oh, he's going to be at least 2. Elvis is 2 laps down. But remember, Elvis Pitt got fresh tires. Sweat's 3. Mark's 3. Coleman's 3. So
what about Vermillion out here?
Look at him.
Top 5.
Look at the big dog. Let the big dog eat, huh? 34 car.
Yeah.
Look at his car too, by the way. It says
he told me. He told me as soon as he joined the chat, he said, I changed it up for everybody tonight. I'm putting student driver on this car.
I popped.
Because of Darlington.
I popped. He didn't do it. Man, that makes me mad because he didn't do a dang thing wrong at Darlington either. Did not do.
He didn't.
At least when I was in there, right? Now, I did get wrecked out about the middle portion of the race, I believe. Something like that when I got wrecked out. But everything I saw, he did what he was supposed to do. He's supposed to do what's best for his car out the front windshield.
Mm-hmm. I like what he does, too. Like, he's going to let people go, like what he done to the 23 there.
Right.
But, I mean, he's going to give it all he's got, though.
Right, absolutely. But right now, he needs to try to get up there and get by the 23 because he can get a lap back here. Did he just let the 23 car by?
I believe he did. But that 23's quick right now.
He is.
Looks like Mark Miller's coming to pit road.
Yeah, Mark Miller unscheduled, or I guess it'd be a scheduled pit stop at this point. 49 laps to go here. Folks, we're going to throw it over to commercial break. We've been here for a long time, almost an hour. Bear with us, stick with us. We'll be back momentarily. All right, folks, we are back. Want to send a huge shout out to Tripods in the Wild for being a channel and series sponsor here for Crooked Line Racing. As this is the lower portion of the race here. Got a long green flag run. You got a lot of drivers on different tire strategies. 23 into the outside wall there. This is the portion of the race where strategy calls get made, and they hope to pay off. So right now, the 23, the 2, and the 28, they are the last 3 cars that have not went down pit road. They are. Oh no, Josh Vermillion as well. Excuse me. Look at this gaggle of cars we got here. Holy hell! Do what? Go ahead.
07 and 14's flying through this field right now.
I mean, those fresh tires, man, they're just able to basically put the car wherever they want. Look at the 07 just driving off in there, driving off a cliff there, son. Evel Knievel doing the Grand Canyon jump there, just drove it off a cliff.
You know, I race a lot with Brian Zimmerman. If I know what he's doing right now, we've had a lot of cautions.
Oh,
I bet he's clutching right now or something.
He shut the car off.
Fuel.
He shut the car off.
I guessed it. I knew that's what he was doing.
No, he did not shut the car. Excuse me, I was wrong. He is clutching it entirely. I gotta ask him real quick. I'm gonna pull him up real quick and just ask him. See if he'll tell me.
Good race?
Yeah, mid-race. Mr. Brian Zimmerman, you're in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, buddy, how are you tonight?
I'm sorry you got in the wall, but we just kind of noticed what you're doing. Can you make it?
Oh, shoot, yeah, I can make it.
Is it close? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah, she's close, but I can make it.
Right on, brother. Good luck. Tough break. What happened there, too, by the way?
Oh, we're good. It was really my fault. I was letting
07?
Daniel, the 07 by, and I just misjudged, got in the wall a little bit. Then I kind of got, I think the current leader, he was right on me. He didn't really have no place to go, so no big deal.
I thought I thought he didn't cut you no breaks, but we went back and watched it. He tried his best, his damn to stay off you, just couldn't do it. But Zimmy, we're gonna let you get back down there, brother. I know it's difficult what you're doing right now. Good luck, brother.
Oh, we good. I think we'll be good. I think we just had to change the strategy a little bit when that happened, so we'll be good either way.
Smart. We're playing chess out here while everybody's playing checkers. You had the race in your hands. It got taken away. Now you're about to steal it back. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you, bud.
Very, very smart. That is a driver right there, folks. And what we're talking about is, we're just spilling the beans here. If somebody's listening that's racing, so well. Watch his RPMs here, folks. Yeah, it says 8,000 right there, 8,500. Drops all the way down to 2,000. What he's doing, he's on the clutch right there. And what that's doing, that's allowing that motor to slow down, quit turning nearly as hard. And ultimately, what that means is, we're saving fuel. So Zimmy thinks he can make it. When I asked him if it's close, though, I heard it in his voice. He said, oh, yeah, it's close. So that tells me it's really close. As
it might not be that close. It might not be that close. He just passed the number 2 car.
Well, let's see what the number 2 car is doing, though.
He might be saving more. Or if he just used up his right front.
I think he's struggling. He's going down to 4th gear, Sam. Look, he's shifting out here.
Yeah, I tried that. It did not work. You're going to burn those tires up way more if you do that.
And he's using way more fuel. Oh, yeah, he's going down pit road here. He's going down pit road. So now the question is, what's our race leader doing? Because he has an 8-second lead over Zimmerman. Let's jump in his cockpit as he is kind of battling the 14.
He's just checked out.
Not saving.
Nope.
Not
I know what Coleman's
early.
wanting.
What?
I know what Coleman's wanting to caution. He's got 2 laps back now, I believe, so he should be 1 lap down. I think that's what we have him at.
It's possible. We gotta watch the ticker. Well, look, we'll do. He should be up high enough. We can see the side ticker here. Coleman is currently scored 2 laps down.
So he was 4 laps down at the time.
Yeah, he was 4 laps down at one point. It didn't update for us. So great.
Zimmerman's in the lead.
Yep. Chris Bryant down pit road. Zimmerman takes the race lead. It's Captain Save Some Fuel. We're going to take the nickname from Dalton, transfer it over to the Mr. Super Speedway, Brian Zimmerman. Can he make it? 25 laps here at Bristol, folks. Can Brian Zimmerman make it? Now, the problem with this is he's obviously going to be a little bit slower. He's turning a 16-second lap compared to his fastest lap. That was a 14.5. These guys that are pitting, Sam, they're taking fresh tires. Yes, they're losing a lot of time. And 25 laps. Can they make up the difference.
I believe in Zimmerman, but Brandon, we saw him pit, and now he's in second. He's gained up a second in the past 2 laps, I believe.
Oh, Brandon Elvis, yeah. Yeah, Brandon Elvis is going to win this race.
He's good to go. He's good to go.
Yeah, Elvis is going to win this race, brother.
He's got fresher tires, way good on fuel.
Good call, good notice there. Way to notice that. Hell yeah, that's why you're in the booth. He's catching him over a second a lap. Brandon Elvis is slotted in the catbird seat right now. Currently second. This guy was 4 freaking laps down earlier. 4.
He's going to catch him about lap 15, I believe.
You're doing a little bit of math in your head, huh?
I'm thinking.
Don't do that. You hurt yourself. But look here. That time around, we'll check it at the line. Zimmerman did a 16.13. Elvis right here at the line, 15.43.
How much is he burning up that right front right now? That's what I want to know, because it's easy to catch somebody, but to pass them, it's a whole different story.
I think you heard that before. Me say it on the broadcast. And I've said that at timer 7 on the broadcast. But you're absolutely right.
You tell me every time we're in BPL.
Yeah. Now, look, he also has a teammate, Daniel Sweat, in front of him. Sweat's been bad fast all race. Just unfortunate circumstances kind of basically killed his race. But remember, bad company's good company. His 07 is going to lay over for the 70. 70 gets by no trouble. So now, only 5 seconds back. When you said that, he was 11 seconds back and he was gaining quick. Now he's 5 seconds back. 18 laps to go. This is reminiscent of the 1999 Bristol night race here. Dale Earnhardt was chasing down Terry Labonte. It is the race where he said, I didn't mean to wreck him, just meant to rattle his cage. He was 6 seconds back, Sam, and he ended up driving him down, gave him the bumper, and passed him. And I may have the roles reversed. It may have been Terry Labonte that chased down Earnhardt. It is. Labonte chased down Earnhardt, passed him. Earnhardt wrecks him because Earnhardt's the intimidator, right?
Mm-hmm.
And didn't mean to wreck him, just meant to rattle his cage. This is almost spot on reminiscent. But I am noticing here.
It's not. He's not catching him as fast now.
Those tires. He put it on lap 101. Those tires are starting to plateau off. Let's jump on board with Brian Zimmerman. Got to jump in the cockpit one more time. He notices too. I promise you, he notices Elvis coming. Using the
he's moved all the way to the bottom.
Yep, using the shortest distance around the track. He just. What he has to do when Elvis gets about half a second back, he has to go. Maybe not even that because it's fresh tires with Elvis. When he gets about a second back, he's got to go and just hope the field can make it.
He's gaining time right now. It seems like the straightaways, Elvis isn't getting off the corner as good as he wished he could.
Elvis is
he's also having to battle these cars.
Yeah, Elvis is in traffic right now. Grable is really hampering the 70 car here. 13 laps, 12 laps to go now. Going to be 11 to go at the stripe. As man, oh man, I'll be honest.
He's in the wall.
He's still digging, brother. He's still cutting that gap down. When he gets not to battle with anybody and it's just clean track around him, he is suffering a little bit from dirty air out front of him. But 11 laps to go. Can he do it? 3.5 seconds back is the 70 car. This car, they picked number 70 for his mentor here. Guy passed away way too young. He said he was a great guy, helped out everybody. Everybody loved him. His name was John. I can't remember the last name. Shame on me. He told me earlier. But can he do it for the number 70 here? Very, very weird, different number for Brandon Elvis. Normally, typically the 54. Can he do it? Can he chase down the 28, who is also a replica paint scheme of Davey Allison?
Here's my thing. What are these guys going to do to get around Zimmerman? They know he's the race leader.
Oh, they're cutting no brakes. They're trying to go just in case there's a caution. Right?
Yep.
Just trying to go. Grable, I'm not sure. We'll see when he crosses the line if he is still shown as a lap down or if he's back on the lead lap here.
I think he's still a lap down.
That's Sweat taking her down pit road.
Because you lose about 2 laps.
Elvis ain't catching him. Elvis ain't going to get to him.
He's hit the wall coming out of exit. I think that right side might be hurting a little bit.
Tom Freitas has snuck his way up to P3. This man has been a wrecking ball tonight. And that shows perseverance there, Sam. It's something I'm trying to teach you, brother. I got to teach myself, too. I got to teach myself because I get down and I get pissed off in these races, too. Pardon my language, but I do. Now what he needs to do right here, he just needs to calm down Tom Fries and just take her home. He has a 4-second lead over the next contender as Elvis, 2 seconds back, just not catching him fast enough.
I think the 14 might be slowing down Zimmerman right now.
Oh,
it looked like he was.
Oh, if he's a teammate, he will. Absolutely.
Yeah.
There he is.
23 is going to dive it down too.
Elvis can see him. Elvis sees race
leader. It's under 2 seconds.
He don't have time.
I think he does.
He don't have time. He don't. Unless, oh man, I don't know.
I don't know.
Nope. Three laps to go. I don't think he has time, brother. I think he's gonna run out of time. I think it's gonna be like half a second lead when he gets there. He's not really catching him anymore. You can tell he's digging. That's the worst feeling right there. You see the race leader. You drove him down. You see him out the windshield. He's a little small out the windshield. 2 laps to go. Pop still sticks up in the air. He can't get there. What a drive though by the 70. Perseverance pays off. Brian Zimmerman though was the man front and center all night long. Led the first 119 laps up tonight's event. Got involved in a little incident. Took blame. He said it was my fault. White flag in the air for the Labor Day Showdown. It's time here. 28 car. Can he make it? Let's jump cockpit for him. See if the 28 can actually make it.
Oh, is he out?
He's out of fuel.
Somebody wrecked. I think that was the 23.
23 wrecked. 28's out of 28. Brian Zimmerman wins it. Brandon Elvis going to bring it home P2 here in the number 70. And Tom Freitas. Oh, Freitas, Frito-Lay, Toilet Bow Tom, P3. So we got interviews to do now. And Sam, we're about to introduce you to the booth, brother. You're going to, yes, sir. You got third place.
No.
You got third place interviews. Let's get him up here. We'll get him up here.
Real quick, can we see what happened to that 23 car real quick in front of Brian Zimmerman?
Absolutely, we can. 23.
That looked a little scary.
I don't even see the 23. There he is.
Oh.
Man, he's goofing off, too, so.
You love to see it.
No, it pisses me off, I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens here.
Because Zimmerman's seeing this all throughout his windshield.
Excuse me?
It looks like the 55 might have just stopped.
Is he out of fuel, Sam? No way. There's no way.
I don't think he is because he pit, didn't he?
Yeah. There's no way. There's no reason. Oh, he got really loose there. Bad loose there. Holy cow. Just trying to save the car.
Yeah. 23 helped him get back up to speed, though.
Woohoo! Scary right there. Scary moment for Mr. Zimmerman, who was out of fuel. Look at that. Sitting there idling. Or not idling, engines off. Let's get these interviews going. I'm ready to get the hell up on out of here. All right, Mr. Toilet Bow Tom. Perseverance pays off. You were pissed off earlier. But, son, you brought it home P3. Samuel Lawson joined me in the booth. And he is going to be the one to conduct this interview. Sam, the floor is yours.
Let's not mess this up. So, Tom, I was in the race with you very early on in this thing.
Yep.
You sounded disappointed with all the cautions and everything going on. You wasn't a part of, I think it was a caution or two you was a part of. How did you come back to finish P3?
Yeah, I mean, the big thing is, I was definitely frustrated there. Just a lot of not give and take, drivers driving over their head. And, once we got it cleared out there, racing was pretty good. On that last caution, I was doing some calculations in my head. Hold that whole math thing that none of us are really good at. I was like, well, if I pit now, take a set of tires, I can make it on fuel. So I was committed, right? Once I did that, I was already 2 laps down at that point from a wreck earlier on. And then I got to put another lap down because I pitted, didn't realize what the pace car was, just wasn't paying attention.
Idiot.
So, I know. And I would have been 1 lap down if Zimmy there into that one caution would have slowed up a little bit and let me get going. But
what a piece of crap.
Him and I will hash that out later. But yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I got, fresh tires, and I'm like, I'm going to dry the wheels off it. And in fact, I think I literally did. I had 30% left on the right front. So yeah, I was driving the wheels off it.
Well, good job on your third place, man. Who do you got to thank on that thing?
First and foremost, like always, got to thank True Sim Productions for all they do and the awesome broadcast they do, and with CLR and during the week, and then Front Row on Friday, they do an awesome job. Tanner, Sam, all the guys are part of True Sim, so I appreciate all them all the hard work they do. So thank you for you guys. As always, got to give a shout out there to Chummy Motorsports and Moza Butt Kicker Track Racer, and Marriott Hotels there for keeping the car going and Front Row going. So I appreciate them. So.
And Tom, we haven't spoken
Yes.
about it publicly on broadcast tonight. Something pretty big went down this week. What happened with the old Front Row and Crooked Line? Finally,
I got a third place. Oh, not that.
I hate him.
Yeah. Hey, so Front Row and Crooked Line, they've two leagues that have basically worked together for the last 4 years, right? We run on each other's stuff. I mean, you run our Friday stuff, we run your short track stuff. So it made sense. We made a merge a couple days ago. We are now racing under one roof and one Discord. Just makes everything more streamlined. We're not running races over each other, and it gives us a few more admins and just more driver count. And I think it's going to be awesome things to come in the future. I think it's going to be great. We cover the short track and the NASCAR stuff, so it's going to be a blast.
It's awesome, man. We got short track, NASCAR, and dirt. So when you see a Crooked Line race, it's presented by Front Row Esports. When you see a Front Row Esports race, it's presented by Crooked Line Racing. The merger happened finally. Super excited about it. And Tom, hell yeah, on the third place finish. Perseverance pays off. Congratulations, buddy. Yep. And we'll be talking to you later on, bros.
Sounds good. Thank you, brother.
Absolutely, buddy. Good job, Sam. Good job.
Man, I felt that's awkward, man.
Was it? How awkward
it was.
Was it so awkward? Here, do second place. Hey, Brandon Elvis, you're live in the booth. Samuel Lawson, the floor is yours.
Oh, you're putting me on the spot again. So, Brandon, I don't know if you run these next gens a lot.
It's my second time.
It's your second time.
Got him.
It's your second time. But look at you, man. P2, your second time running this car. How you feeling, man?
Man, if I knew how to save some tires, you'd be talking to me in a minute, not right now.
We was watching that. I had you catching up. I thought we watched you from 11 seconds back, right?
Yep.
All the way to under 2 seconds.
Yeah,
what was going through your mind at that?
I could, the spotter would call out the leader's times right there, and I could tell I was running 9/10, 7/10 faster than the leader was the whole time. Like, God, we were mowing them down. But I don't know, lack of experience in these cars, man. I really don't know how to save tires because it feels good until it doesn't, And
that's my complaint.
Like it felt good, and then all of a sudden when it went away big. I felt like the right front was about to roll off the bead.
So Sam, I'm going to interrupt. Hold on, let me interrupt real quick, Brandon, because I'm really interested because it was 11 seconds back, right? So you had to slice and dice your way through traffic, and tires were feeling good. There was portions of that run right there where you were a full second faster than Zimmerman, and then you got to the point where you could see him out the windshield. What changed whenever you could start seeing him out the windshield? I'm sure you had to push a little bit harder whenever you started to notice him out the windshield, right?
Well, no, not really, because I was kind of going hard as I could go anyway.
Right.
Either I was going to catch him or I wasn't. I know he ran out of fuel at the line, so he's got the advantage. Like, listen, I got paddle shifters. I don't have a shifter, so I don't have a clutch I can use. And I know he was probably clutching the whole time, and it's just...
You don't have a clutch with your wheel? I mean, with your pedals?
Yeah, but it doesn't activate unless you have to have the shifter hooked up, for me at least.
We'll fix that for you, brother, because I use paddles and I can save fuel. We'll fix that.
Yeah. But, so, I mean, I wasn't trying to save fuel anyway. I had enough for the end. I had like 2 or 3 laps left when we crossed the checkered flag there. But, I short pitted everybody because I burnt the first set of tires up pretty bad coming up through the field. So I short pitted everybody, and they kept staying out. I'm like, yeah, well, y'all are just trying to hand this one to me because I figured as soon as I pitted, everybody else would have pitted too. But it is what it is. Glad to finish second.
Well, congrats on your second place, man. Who do you got to thank on that car?
Oh, man, we got Bad Company racing on the hood. What is it? Bad Company is Good Company. Barrios Performance, my wife. Coleman Design, dude. Look at this car. This thing is a beautiful car. We made it in like 20 minutes. That's how good he is.
Wow.
Yeah, this thing is slick. So, yeah, just him. Thanks to True Sim Productions and Crookline Racing, Mr. Tom, Tanner, you, Sam, for jumping in the booth, man. It's fun tonight.
All right, we had a little, not like argument, but kind of confused. Okay, you said design. We're saying designs. Which one officially is it?
It's Coleman Design.
That just don't sound right, bro. It just
It don't.
It just don't
It
sound
don't.
right to me. I gotta fix it. I gotta start saying Coleman Design, but that just I'm just so used to saying Coleman Design, so I'll try to fix that. Well, shout out to him. 70 car did look great, man, and you raced it for good reason, and you brought it up for a P2. Congratulations, on that, brother. Just needed a little bit more time.
Yeah, man. 5 more laps that we would have had him.
I don't even know if it's that, brother, because you were still catching him there at the end. But good job tonight, and I know you'll be back in True Sim Productions booth with an interview pretty soon.
I hope so, man. Hopefully, we'll be talking to you Wednesday.
Right on, boss.
All right, thanks.
All righty, folks. We have went hella long on these interviews, but then
My bad.
Really creative.
oh, he created it. You heard it. We got Jimmy mid-conversation, and we got him as the race winner. Persevered, led the first 119 laps, got loose, may have tagged the wall a little bit. It was hard to tell. Was letting the lap car by, and almost got spun, got damaged, saved the car, and made it to the end, and won the race. Brian Zimmerman, talk me through your race, brother, for what I didn't hit right then.
You pretty much nailed it all, but that was definitely all on me. Daniel was trying to make a lap back, and I was trying to give him some room. And at this point in the race, I'm clutching a little bit in the corners, and I shouldn't have clutched that corner, and it got me pushed up against the wall. And then when I come off the wall, Chris had a good run on me, so he got to my inside there, and I came down on him. Was able to just brush it off the inside wall and did a little bit of damage to the left front, but it didn't bend anything. And then my strategy changed. I knew if I'd saved even harder, I could make it to the end. So instead of trying to run him back down and pass him, we went into save mode and was able to save it. But it was really close. When we came across the start-finish line, I had 0.1 gallon left and 0.03 laps left. So I couldn't even make it back to the start-finish line without it sputtering. So we cut it to we stretched it as far as you could stretch it.
I'll be honest, I'm mad at you. I got a sponsor read I'm supposed to do when you're burning it down from BAM Racing Videos, and you ran out of fuel, Zimmy. But winning moment brought to you by BAM Racing Videos, of course. Zimmy, let me ask you this, brother, because you played chess out there tonight, right? You when you got out of the lead, you realized, okay, oh shoot, strategy's got to change here, and very smart, very heads up play there. Was you noticing the 70 car Elvis? He was closing in on you lap after lap after lap.
I was watching him. I knew when he came by me to make a lap back up and he put us on the same lap that he would probably be the one I'd have to watch. And when he got to within 7 seconds, I was watching him on my relative, and I let him get to 6, let him get to 5, and we were saving really hard. When he got to 4, I pushed it for 2 laps just to see how much speed he had, and we were able to maintain. So I knew that he had burned that right front up trying to make those laps up. And then what my strategy then was just let him get, all I had to do was stay ahead of him before the start finish line. So keep giving up track position, and just keep him at least a half second back. And he got within about a second and a half there. And then we got the last lap, and then we were going to make it from there. So, but yeah, I saw him coming. If he hadn't burned the right front up and he could have pressured me a little bit more to make me have to run a little bit more pace, he would have won the race because I would have run out of fuel. I was having to save really hard, but I was watching him.
All right on, brother. Well, number 28, Parks in Victory Lane, once again, a fixture here in the True Sim Productions booth. Who we got to thank for that number 28?
Oh, we'd like to thank those guys at BAM Racing Videos. Brandon Metler, man, they do a great job, and so we thank for all they do. Coleman Designs, he's giving a paint scheme away tonight, so I got to figure out what car I want him to paint for me. He does an awesome job, so appreciating him coming on board and doing a paint job for us tonight. And, of course, you guys at TSP always do an awesome job in the broadcast. Sacrificing wheel time to do broadcast for us, and it doesn't go unnoticed, and we sure do appreciate all you do, boys.
Right on. And I'll be honest, when I saw that you were when it was 1 lap to go, Zim, my mind started rolling. Like, what replica can we get him to paint? I know you're big in the old school NASCAR. You're big in the Davies paint schemes. What about? I've seen the diecast out there. I can't exactly remember what it looks like off the top of my head, but Davey had a late model. Did it have a 7 on it? Am I remembering something
Had a
incorrectly?
23 Miller
23.
American, 23 white and red. That might be something we could go with. But I think I might get him to do me a Bobby paint scheme. Do me a
Ooh.
Bobby Allison, maybe a
Highlight?
Miller American something with
Okay.
instead of Miller. But I don't want to put him in a box because he's so good with designs. He can do anything he wants to and look good. So I don't want to put him in a box and make him do something. Maybe he's got a good idea what he wants to do. But I love his paint schemes. He does a great job. So I'll find a car that I need a paint scheme for and get him to do something. But I may go with something Bobby's gold white Miller American car.
That'd be
I
awesome.
like that paint scheme.
That'd be awesome. Like on a late model stock or something. That'd be. I know he said on next gen, but I think he'd work with you. He's done some designs for me, man, and I freaking love them. He'll message me and say what colors you want, just randomly, and I'll be like, blue and red, and in 30 minutes, bro, I have a paint scheme. So that's awesome. Cool to get you a new paint scheme on something, whatever you want, and got you a race win here tonight, Zimmy. Congratulations, brother.
Thanks, man. We sure do appreciate all y'all do.
Absolutely.
Good, Zimmy.
Thanks, Sam.
As we actually got Go Chain in the booth with us tonight. Go Chain, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Did you hear Zimmerman talking right there? Let's bring him back up here. It don't matter. Did you hear Zimmerman talking right then about the paint schemes?
Yeah, I was listening to the broadcast, and I was gonna jump in here with y'all after you ended it and talk to him. But yeah, I heard him. We can do whatever he wants. Any car he wants, I don't care. We'll do something together.
Yeah, see, Coleman Design's good. Coleman Design, excuse me, a good dude.
Hold up.
Let's
go to the source here, Tanner. Let's go to the source.
Oh, he's gonna tell you. Coleman.
Okay.
What's it called?
Coleman.
Coleman Design.
Dang it.
No S.
Dang it.
Coleman Design. Sorry, Tanner.
Dang it.
We're gonna have some hard trouble. We're gonna have some hard times there.
I have hard times. All right, folks. Well, I appreciate y'all sticking with us here. It's been a long night. We're gonna shut her down for the night. Coleman, thank you for offering that paint scheme. Little Labor Day racing action. Hope you and your family enjoy Labor Day. Get out and do something fun before it starts getting cool. Been hot in the South here as of late, as I know everybody in this chat knows that too. It's been really hot. Luckily, I think the heat wave should be subsiding now. Should be going away. I want to thank you fine folks for tuning in for the Labor Day Showdown. It's Bristol, baby. And until next time, we'll see ya.